I can't think of an element that's more useful than the field element. I think that every single app I built with Apply has a field in it. And that's the topic of this video. The field element is here. You can see that in the Hover Assist help, you can see which key you can press. Instead of selecting it with the mouse, you can press the F key to select a field. And you also can access more information about the field element by clicking the Learn More, which will open our own documentation. And here you can have the events, the properties, you can learn all about the field element. But let's go back to Apply. So let's place some fields here on our screen, such as name, and I'm just gonna duplicate them and then rename them so that we have a bunch of fields. And you can see that I just renamed their names, not their hint text. I'm doing that because I just want to show you some properties that you can alter here, just to show usually how fields are used. So on the elements section, you can change the hint text. That's what's usually displayed when there's no content on the field. And that doesn't need to match the name. It's just I just usually kind of do that, but that's my own choice. You can have, and if you have a field, how fields work. Let me just switch into play mode. It's just like an input that you can type text. Among the various properties you can set, besides like setting the alignment for the text inside it and all the colors involved, you can also lock the text. Locking a text will prevent it from being changed. So for example, let me show you something cute. I just had this idea here right now. And I'm just made like a little button called lock. And this is still about the field. I just want to show you this because why not? Since I'm already recording. So when you click that, I'm gonna set a property of element field name, and the property will be the lock. To true. Just to show you. So here I am, I'm typing my text, and now I'm gonna lock it. It's locked, so I cannot type text here anymore, just to show you how it works. So you could have this as a lock and unlock button or something on your app. You can also select the use native on iOS and Android, and then the element will be using the operating system native element once it's running on the player on a mobile device. You can make it multi-line so that suppose you have like a notes field. And notes, like who types a single line note anyway? Then for that you can make multi-line, and then you can resize it, and then you can have like more than one line. You can change the type of keyboard used for the field, and that is most useful on mobile devices that have different on-screen keyboards, and lots of other properties. Usually you do not associate low code with field elements because most low code acts upon mouse clicks, and usually what you want when you click a field is actually to edit the field. So I don't remember having any instance of low code associated with a field. Fields are mostly used also in conjunction with a form element, which is the subject of another video in this playlist. So this playlist covers all Apply elements. You might want to check the form element because the form element is a container. And usually, for example, to create new records on a database, you add a form and then place fields inside the form. And that's usually how it goes. But the field is a versatile way to get input from your user. Apply offers other elements to get input because sometimes it's easier to flip a switch or toggle a slider or select a drop-down than typing something. But typing is usually kind of required for most apps. And that's the field element. If you need any help, reach out in our user forums at forum.apply.io and check out the other videos on this playlist.